are in the airport again. The summer in Europe is officially over, but luckily there are other summers in this world. Can you guess where we are going? Probably not, because our final destination is not on this board. We have a layover, but if you've been following us on social media, you already know. There has been an interesting change of plans. Normally we should have 2 tickets and now we have 3. The original route was from Brussels to Cairo, Cairo, Johannesburg, but something went wrong with the flight, so now they rerouted us. It's Brussels, Cairo, Cairo, Addis Ababa, which is Ethiopia apparently, Addis Ababa, Johannesburg. This is gonna be a long day. Free perfume. Bye bye Belgium.
8-4.
Today is actually quite a big day. It's day 1 of a very big project.
Yeah, you can call it big.
I dare to say. But before we dive into that, and also because we suddenly have a lot of free time on our hands, maybe we should give you a little bit of background first. Especially because all of this just started as a hobby project, a fun thing. 5 years ago we decided to take a sabbatical to travel around the world, and because we're naturists and we visit naturist places, we decided to create a small blog called Naked Wanderings to document our travels.
After a couple of months, our story went viral and articles about us were published in a lot of newspapers all around the world. It was crazy. We felt that we were onto something and our audience grew really fast, and we thought if we take this blogging thing seriously, maybe we could travel longer than our initial plan. Long story short, we got to travel to the most amazing places. We got naked on the most beautiful beaches and we met the most awesome people, and most of all we experienced how naturism is practiced in different countries around the world.
Everything was going really fast, and then it stopped. COVID hit and our time of freely traveling around the world was officially over. But we used all that new free time to learn new skills and to rethink our whole concept of Naked Wanderings, and this is how we started making videos.
When this baby is gonna be ready, it's gonna be the biggest building on the whole of the Mediterranean coast. Also, fun fact, it's gonna be the 5th largest building in Spain.
Good news about the delayed flight is that they give you vouchers for food and drinks, but it's not enough. It's like 10 euros.
That's not enough for sushi, 10 euros.
It's 10 euros and 5 euros for a drink.
Hola, okay, so maybe we can negotiate for sushi, no?
It's not really easy to find food that only costs 10 euros in the airport, but at least we got beer.
And chocolate.
So video. It created a whole new way of showing things to you, showing the places that we visit. Like words and still pictures are really cool, but videos create a whole different dimension. This place is absolutely magnificent. This is nature on its best. I'm kind of speechless. It's so beautiful.
When the COVID restrictions finally got lifted, we found ourselves back on the road. We did a long tour along the most beautiful naturist resorts in Italy. We visited naturist places in Belgium. We went on a naturist cruise in Croatia. We visited a lot of naturist campsites in France and later in Spain. And then we rented a van and experienced naturist van life on the Canary Islands. And eventually we would cross the Atlantic to get naked in Colombia.
We had the world at our feet again, and it felt like nothing could stop us this time. Until something did. We got the news that Lince's dad is not going to recover and that these are his last days on Earth. This took us a long time to recover from, and I'm not even sure if we have already recovered. I'm not even sure if it's even possible to recover. But anyway, this summer we found the courage once again to go traveling, and we spent 2 months camping in France. The beautiful nature in France, the beautiful naturist resorts, the beautiful island of Corsica, they all gave us so much energy that we started thinking about long time traveling once again. The travel bug has bitten us once again, and we came up with a plan, a really ambitious plan actually. And by the way, this is the airport of Cairo. It's quite the same as any other airport anywhere else in the world, but it has its own specificalities. We wanted to have a plan. All this traveling around the world without a purpose, anywhere the wind takes us, is all really cool. But at a certain point you have to say, like, sometimes we need a direction. So we came up with this idea. We are going to travel the world, and we are going to visit nature's places in every continent where naturism is possible, which means actually every continent in the world except for Antarctica.
But do we even know it is not possible?
Maybe we put Antarctica at the end of the list. We don't know yet.
Who knows?
But we're gonna try naturism in every country and every continent in the world within the next 18 months, which is quite some time, but I guess that we'll need it, especially if we want to learn a bit more about the places that we visit. So if you also want to learn more about naturism in all different parts of the world, maybe this would be a great time to subscribe to this channel. Don't you think?
Just do it.
Because in the next months and in our next videos, you will see us pop up in Africa, in Europe, in Asia, in North America, and South America, and even down under. So there's lots of cool stuff coming up. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, because we still have a very long way to go to our first destination. We are in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. It's super busy in the airport. And we gotta hurry because we have one more flight to catch. After more than 25 hours, we finally made it to South Africa. We're gonna pick up our bags, and then I guess we're gonna go for a nap, so I'll talk to you later. This was the best night's sleep that we probably had in a very long time.
Yes, definitely.
Partially because we had such a long day behind us, but also because there's so much silence here. It's just the sound of, like, I think 1 million different birds.
We think they're birds. We are not experts in
I hope that they are birds.
South African noises yet.
We are in Dunedin, by the way, probably the most famous naturist resort in all of South Africa. It's a kind of, yeah, you wouldn't say that we're a naturist resort. We're a bit overdressed, but it's kind of chilly weather.
Yeah.
I think the owners, to make us feel welcome, that they just ordered some Belgium weather.
Or did you pack it? Did you pack it from Belgium?
They should not have done this. But hopefully the weather will get better. Normally it should. And we had a very good welcome yesterday.
Absolutely.
People invited us to a braai, which is a barbecue, to some drinks, and then we totally passed out and fell asleep. So when the weather gets better, we will show you all around this beautiful resort. But that's something for our next video. So if you don't want to miss that,
you know what to do. Subscribe to our channel, put on your notifications, and if you like this video, please give us a big fat thumbs up, and we see you in our next video. Bye! Long story short, we got to travel to the...
Passengers for Qatar Airways Flight 194 to Doha Hamad are requested to proceed immediately to gate B10. We are now closing the gate.